Hello, welcome back to the bottom. My name is Beast, and today we're back with more Clockwork Ley-Line. I started the recording 1 hour earlier today. Yay! However, I also need to wake up 2 hours earlier at the same time for another interview. Yay! So I don't know if this video is going to be longer than yesterday or shorter than yesterday. I guess we'll find out by the end of this. Also, I was going to start the recording with my cat, but he proceeded to piss off. So no cat for you. Anyways, the library is silent as usual. Passing by here every day to go to the bureau office feels like a distant memory.
異空間異空間分類としてはこの辺りのはずなのだけど、あの空間を構成している形式や情報が載っている本ですよね。この辺りじゃないですね。
Muko and Heidi look up at the towering bookshelves in search of books pertaining to that other world. That's not exactly something I'm good at, so I'm keeping a lookout instead.
これは魔法陣ではありませんが、このイラスト、あの装置の近くにあったキノコに似ていませんか？見せて。ラテン語ね。ちょっと古い言い回しだから読めますか？なんとか。あのキノコも魔術装置のためのものだったみたいよ。そうなんですか。魔術の気配はしなかったのでは？あれそのものが魔術的なものってわけじゃないのよ。でも植物の中では自然に含有している魔力の量が多い品種だったみたい。なるほど。あのミストのインクが自然に溜まるのと同じように魔力を蓄えていたということですね。
That means they can kind of be used as like substitutional lazared bloodstones. Meaning, if you can get the ring again and just drain all the mana from the mushrooms, you're in fighting shape all of a sudden. ええ、魔力の多いものを周囲に配置して自然に溜まる分も促進していたのね。
では、あのキノコは魔術的に生やされたものではなく、どこか別の世界では自然に生えている植物なのですか？そのようね。これは手がかりになるかも。牛尾、これが地名だと思うの。この単語が載っている本を探してみて。この地名の異世界が異空間の構成にいくつか取り入れられていたら、魔法陣の方にも何か使われているかも。了解しました。
This is turning out to be a lot of work. We only have a vague idea what's going on, so we're desperately grasping at straws. I want to help out, but I'm absolutely helpless when it comes to knowledge of magic, let alone Latin. Without much else to do, I look amongst the other bookshelves, checking out that there's nobody hiding in the shadows. Familiar color passes through the corner of my vision. The color of a girl's skirt from our school uniform. Someone else here. I'll tell me that there are students beside Cordani who have stayed behind. I hurriedly chase after the fluttering skirt that disappeared behind a bookshelf in the distance, trying my best to make as little noise as possible. What? She turns around, not looking at all surprised, carrying a large book as she always does. Rito?
Ara, お久しぶりね。
In spite of our everyday lives having been turned upside down, she smiles gently as if nothing had happened at all.
Rito-san?
Seems that Muko and Heidi heard my surprised voice earlier and came running over.
本当にリトなの？
He's wary of her being an imposter again. Heidi stops moving and scans Rito from top to bottom.
本当に？ええ、私は私よ。
She definitely looks like Rito, but she's homunculus to begin with. We can't use that but since she's a homunculus to begin with, we can't use that that lamp mist to check. Muko also looks a bit doubtful and clearly posed a question.
いつ戻られたのです？連れ去られていたのでは？ええ。閉じ込められて困ったわ。どうやって抜け出したの？出してくれたわ。身分椿と村雲かすみが連れてこられて、私は代わりに解放されたの。どういうことでしょう？スケープゴートの2人とリトさんとではさらわれた理由が違うはずでは？
The reason why they grabbed her was because the danger was you using mists. Now that you don't have the magia that are useful for the mists anymore, she doesn't need to keep her anymore. Well, yes, you have Louis. You have a hard Louis counter.
あの空間はあまり大人数がいると空間を作っているマギアの負担になるからじゃないかしら。あの空間というのは現在の時間の流れとは断絶した空間のことですね。そうよ。そういう仕組みなのね。存在する人数。リトが解放されたなら魂の数ではなく純粋に空間内の存在する人数ということね。ええ、そういうこと。
Basically, it was overcapacity.
しかもリトさんが戻ったところでミストは全て札を貼られていますしね。つづら折り坂不人もそう言っていたわ。どのみちミストは札を貼ってあるからしばらく使えないでしょうって。使えないでしょう。つまり学園長が敬語で話す相手がそこにいた？そう話していたわよ。その場には誰がいましたか？正確に名前を挙げていってください。つづら折り坂不人、正吾院桃香、村雲かすみ、身分椿、それからもう一人。もう一人というのは？それは答えられない。守秘義務に違反するから。守秘義務ですか？ええ。私はそれを破れない。そうでしたね。
Come to think of it, when Muko asked Rito to keep a secret a while back, Rito did say that if she were asked about the matter, she would respond that it's a breach of confidentiality. She wasn't lying about that, fearing that it would be impossible to force the answer out of her. Muko doesn't pursue it any further. Hold on, if Rito's here, can't we use that mist? The pen, I mean. Oh yeah, checked after last recording, and only one singular city, diary chapter is left, namely the last one. Assuming that she's the genuine Rito, of course. If that quill pen works as expected, we'll know for sure that she's real. Muko nods, having come to the same conclusion.
そうですね。ラズリットの記憶をたどることはできるはず。手分けしましょう。私はもう少し魔法陣について調べたいから、そちらは任せるわ。
Will you be okay by yourself?
気絶させる香水は持ってきているから、何かあったらすぐ逃げるわよ。わかりました。なら、調べ物はお任せします。私たちとリトさんは部屋へ。
You might want to apply the perfume to her.
申し訳ありませんが、お手伝いください。
Like if you bring her along the way she is right now, she's a beacon. She's a beacon for the enemy. Because you can still use the key of Giannis to teleport to her specifically. So bringing her along without using the concealment perfume, is essentially bringing a beacon to your secret hideout that tells the enemy forces where the fuck it is.
構わないわよ。
I hope Michiru can wake up. Monokuma has the key of Giannis, so we have no choice but to walk back. Thankfully, Muko and I are protected by the perception-blocking perfume, but if anyone discovers Rito, it's game over. I'll take the lead. Muko, you follow behind me with Rito.
わかりました。リトさん、風紀委員が見回っていますが、姿を見られないよう気をつけてください。わかったわ。
She doesn't ask why and obediently follows our orders. She doesn't care at all why we're asking her to do this. I know full well that she's a homunculus, but I get mixed feelings every time I'm reminded of that fact. Okay, let's go. Saying that to snap myself out of it, I leave the library with Muko and Rito. We spot several disciplinary committee members along the way, but since they won't notice us unless we make some loud noise, moving about wasn't too much of a hassle. We reached Tsubaki's room faster than expected and opened the door with relief.
Rito!
Monaka was in shock after seeing the three of us walk in.
お前、捕まってたんじゃなかったのか？
ええ、そうよ。
なんでいるんだ？
解放されたそうです。
え？学園長たちが解放したってことか？
ですが、悪い知らせもあります。
When we tell him that Tsubaki and Sumi took Rito's place as captives, as expected, Monakuma bites his lip in frustration.
やっぱりか。捕まってるだろうとは思ってたけどよ。
Kiviana's not working was practically conclusive evidence, but I wanted to grasp onto the faint hope that they might have found some way to conceal themselves since their magia. It was even that must have hit him hard.
リトだけでも戻ったのは朗報だ。
He takes a deep breath and pulls himself together. He's a surprisingly tough guy. I guess he's grown since that incident he caused because of Sumi.
あれ使うんだろ？羽ペン。
ええ、そのつもりです。
なら、俺がやるしかねえな。
Are you sure you can handle it?
てめえが心配すんな、気色悪い。何やわじゃねえよ。
I'm not worried about you. I'm just worried about how you won't be able to use the key of Giannis when push comes to shove, Shizuka-chan.
いちいちちゃん言うな。
If only Michiru would wake up.
呼んだ。
Hearing my blanket rustle, I see Michiru turning over and opening her eyes. Oh, you were awake.
枕元であれだけ騒げば目も覚めると思いますが。
すまん、大丈夫か、みちる。
何が？
She starts fidgeting and I see that it's because she saw Rito.
こんにちは。こんにちは。
Don't be so shy the moment you wake up. You really need to fix that.
この人がリトさんですよ。いつもは図書館にいてミストの管理をされているホムンクルスです。
You've mentioned before that you went missing.
なんかそんな話してたような気がする。
Sometimes she's awake when we have our group discussions, but she's been sleeping through them for the most part. Guess she doesn't remember.
リトさん、彼女は古賀くんの妹さんで、みちるさんです。古賀、みちる？同じ名前なの？
Oh.
そっちが本物のみちるで、この子がはなんて言った？
Didn't you take... it didn't take you long to forget it. It's Mitsuyoshi.
あなたが古賀光義。そしてこちらが妹の古賀みちるね。
She accepts it instantly, not surprised about it at all. Michi just stares at the Rito, looking puzzled by this. I'll explain everything to you so you get it. So get up if you can.
わかった。
It's the complete opposite of how I'm always telling her to sleep, so she immediately gets out of bed, having realized that something important has happened. And that's the gist of it. With Rito back, we'd like to use the quill pen.
そっか。
She glances over at Murakumo. Seems that she's worried after hearing that his sister was indeed captured. Noticing that, Murakumo asks Rito again.
別に、かすみもみぶさんも何もされてねえんだよな。
ええ、特に何も。眠っていたわ。
なら、当面そっちは大丈夫だ。悪いな、心配させちまって。
She shakes her head
無事
hesitantly.
ならよかった。じゃあ、早くミスト使ってみよう。
She wants to help out however she can. Taking the initiative, she reaches for the box and takes out the black
では、
pen.
お願いします。無理をしない程度でいいですから。
Moko opens up the black notebook and places it in front of Michiru.
大丈夫。 前にやった時もしんどくはならなかったから。
We were talking back then about how simply letting mana flow into the mist isn't that taxing.
じゃあ始めるね。
She puts the pen on top of the notebook and holds her hand above it to supply it with mana. Looks like she's gotten the hang of it after having done it once before, as the pen doesn't do anything strange this time before starting to write. Her ceramic doll that she's treasured all this time broke. Before she came here, she was always carrying it lovingly in her arms. It was my fault. I can't believe I dropped it. It goes without saying that she's depressed, tears rolling down her cheeks as she picks up the fragments and places them on top of a beautiful cloth. I'm sure the doll knows you didn't drop her on purpose. Mother, yes, but don't cry now. You'll make her sad too if you do. Okay. What do? The doll's been completely shattered to pieces, unable to be repaired. Though, maybe it can be restored using magic. But should I really go down that route? If something breaks, I can easily fix it with magic. There's a risk that she'll end up getting into that mindset. Taking that point of view, although I feel sorry for her, I can't restore it lightheartedly. Shall we bury her? I was debating it for a while, but I decided to have her say goodbye. I don't want her to grow up relying on magic. I want her to learn that regaining something you have lost is not an easy task. You take the cloth with the remnants of the doll and bury it in a corner of the garden, making a grave. Sorry, thank you for being with me all this time. Goodbye. She held her hands in prayer for a long time. It seems that her classmates saw her like that. Mother, look! It's been a while since I've seen her smile so brilliantly. In her arms is a cloth doll. My, how cute. Where'd you get that? Where did she come from? My friends gave her to me. They told me to cheer her up and said that she won't break even if I drop her. That's great. It made everyone worry about me. That's why they all came up with this. I see. You have some amazing friends. Yes, Mother, I'm so happy. I'm sure she's happier about her friends trying to cheer her up than about getting a new doll. Secretly went to check up on her after school. At school. Thank goodness you're back to your usual self. Thanks. Sorry for making you worry. It's fine. We're glad that you like her. She's so cute. I keep her by my pillow and sleep with her, and she was smiling happily, surrounded by her classmates. What a relief. It made her experience something sad, but it definitely made the right choice.
Toki no ningyo. 最初の方にも抱いていたと出てきていましたね。壊れちゃったんだね。かわいそう。
He says that with a sigh. The quill pen wobbles in the air, urging us to
続き
continue.
をお願いします。
After Muko flips the page of the notebook, the pen starts writing out memories again. Something tragic happened. There's been news that one of her friends who gave the new doll to her lost her family in an accident. What do I do, Mother? She looks really sad. Yes, that's to be expected. When I was feeling down, she cheered me up, so I want to do something for her now. He's worried about her friend, and a pained expression appears on her face. So I was thinking about giving her a doll as a present too. I understand how you feel, but I don't think a doll is going to fill the hole in her heart. I can't. It's not that you can't. I'm sure she'd be happy about your feelings, but a doll is different. She carefully thinks this over. She understands that a friend lost something precious. However, she doesn't quite grasp the idea She doesn't quite grasp the idea that trying to cheer her up in the same way won't work. I think it would be best to give her some time alone. Doll won't work? Yes, it's unfortunate, but dolls are different from family, from people. Different from people, okay, understand. That does put the whole "but she's different" into perspective. She nods and I feel a bit relieved. I had an urgent piece of business to attend to overseas. That's why I wanted her to understand, no matter what. It wasn't my fault. Dolls are different. Those are my explanations. From family. Was I in too much of a rush from people? I never imagined that things would turn out this way.
焦ってはダメですよ。また時間が飛んでしまうかもしれません。頑張る。一滴ずつ、一滴ずつ。
She tries to focus by repeating that to herself. As Louis said, this fine regulation is mentally taxing, and it might be even harder for Michi to since she has so much mana. Nevertheless, the pen doesn't show any strange behavior and continues to operate smoothly. My long business trip was finally over and I returned to the school. Can't wait to see her again. However, welcome back, Mother. She comes running to me, beaming. Goes without saying that I embrace her in response. Thanks. Have you been a good girl while I was gone? Of course, Mother. Actually. Oh, what happened? She looks awfully excited. I'm sure it must be good news about her friend who was depressed. Mother, there's someone I want to introduce you to. Introduce? Don't I already know all your friends? There's someone different. Her! She points behind. I see her classmates there, as well as an unfamiliar face. That's right, Mother. You could tell right away, couldn't you? Not sure how to describe the shock I felt. I could tell at a glance that she was not human. She was the work of a Magia's blood. The traces of magic surrounding her body gave it away. But what is this unease I feel? Is she? She's our friend, see? Everyone's getting along with her. What? But isn't she a homunculus? Well, Mother, you could tell just by looking. Yes, that's right, I made her. Mother, what's the matter? But why do I see a soul inside of her? Homunculi do not have souls. This has been common sense since ancient times, for as long as magic has existed, a hard and fast rule. Yet, I created it. I didn't want to hear that. I figured it out halfway through, and she says it proudly. I created it, Mother. You did? Yes, because if she didn't have a soul, she'd be nothing more than a doll, right? Correct? Nothing more than a doll. Different from dolls, different from people. The words I told her spin around in my mind. That's why I told her to have a soul. I created it. Unbelievable. I feel like I'm about to pass out. She created a soul, a life, using magic intentionally, an artificial one. No Magia has been able to do that before. No Magia has ever tried. It will go against nature. It would be a sin. Mother, what's wrong, Mother? Why, Mother, are you not happy? She's different from a doll. You can't! Surprised by my outburst, she shrinks away. I have to teach her that this is something that should never happen. I may end up making her cry, but at the very least, listen, you are never to create another homunculus like her ever again. Why? That is a sin. A sin. Creating an artificial life that never existed is something that should never be done. I don't understand. Yes, it is something that is difficult to grasp. But please promise me that you'll never do this again, okay? Promise. Please, I want you to promise me. Okay, I promise. Thank you. You're a good girl. She doesn't yet understand what is right and what is wrong. But that's something I have to teach her. No matter how long it takes, I have to make her understand the gravity of what she's done. Is that is that homunculus with a soul going to be Angel?
System menu です。サウンド設定
Is it
メ
going to
ニ
be
ュー
this
です。
fish? Something's weird. Can't properly explain it, but something feels strangely out of place. I'm wondering if Muko is feeling the same way. I look at her out of the corner of my eye, but I can't figure out what she's
このまま
thinking.
読み進めましょう。
Looks like she's picked up on it, but she might have already had an idea to begin with. Kordani, who was looking out the window, probably bored from not understanding what's going on, suddenly turns to us and raises her voice.
なんだよ急に。
何か寮の前に人が集まってきてるよ。
何？
We rush over to the window and see that there are several disciplinary committee members surrounding the
これは
building.
少しまずいですね。
We have perception blocking perfume on us, but they still might find us if they search hard enough.
なら、霞の部屋へ行くか。
そうですね。一旦ここは移動した方が良さそうです。
じゃあ行くぞ。
Using the key of Giannis, Brakma opens the door to his sister's room in the Clockwork Tower. The rest of us get up and walk through the door. Huh? What's with that luggage, Kurodani? I don't trust her. She follows after the others while carrying an awfully large bag. Well, she's probably had a lot of things to take home for the holiday, but was she carrying something that big when I saw her before she left? Yeah, she got to change her clothes from her room. Oh, right, we should let Heidi know that we've moved. I'll head over. Call out to Muko, who's already in Sumi's room. We should save our mana for the key, right? I'll be right back, so you guys keep going with the diary. Bad idea! Maya's a snake! With that, I leave Tsubaki's room and go into the hallway. When I find Heidi in the library and tell her that we're moving, she comes back with me and we arrive in Sumi's room together. I still don't trust her. I've already told Heidi the gist of it on the way back here. How much further did you get? The quill pen is lying on top of the notebook without any signs of movement. Apparently it started spinning like crazy again and they rushed to stop it.
一滴ずつができなくなっちゃって。あら、場所が変わったせいかしら。ここが通常の空間と異なる場所のせいでしょうか。そうかもしれないわ。だとしたら慣れれば大丈夫だと思うけれど。
Get some rest then. She becomes upset and dejected. It'll be alright once you get used to this place. There's no need to rush it.
ありがとう。
She nods and leans against the side of Sumi's bed. She then looks around the interior of the room. She's trying her best to become accustomed to this place.
そっちは図書館には何か手がかりはあったのか？
残念ながら芳しくはないわ。あの異空間自体が魔力によって形成されているってことくらいかしらね。
Does that mean you can use the space for magic?
どこか別の世界に通じていたわけではなく、空間そのものが魔術により作り出されていたということですね。そういうこと。あの変な生き物、あれはキノコとは別の世界にいるはずのものだったの。なるほど。あちこちから有用な存在を持ってきて構成していたわけですね。
Sounds like a lot of work went into it.
だからあの異空間自体を全部使って、それで食の日の代替にしようとしているのではないかと思うのだけど。そうなるよ。いろんなものを配置して空間自体に自然に発生している魔力を高めてある。そう思うわ。でもそれって魔法陣を停止させた明確な理由にはなっていないのよね。そうですね。
Hearing Heidi's explanation, Muko furrows her brow and goes deep into thought. The mood in the room is heavy since we're stuck at yet another impasse. Having detected that, Kurodani pipes up.
ねえ、じゃあちょっと休憩しようよ。
Huh? Wait, what the heck is that? Kurodani opens the massive bag she was guarding and lays out all sorts of
ほら
food.
ほら、腹が減っては戦はできぬって言うでしょ。
Bread, milk cartons, salad, they don't stop coming. Where'd you get all of this?
この牛乳パック、寮の食堂のじゃねえの？うん。
今朝まだみんな起きてなかった時にちょっともらってきた。
ちょっとじゃねえだろ、この量は。
細かいことは気にしない。籠城戦みたいなもんなんだから兵糧大事でしょ。
Good job! That don't mean I trust you yet!
そりゃそうだけどよ。ほ
ら子がチリペッパーサンドもあるよ。
Oh, you sure are thoughtful.
任せてよ。タバスコもあるよ。
My hunger suddenly wells up at the sight of all this food before me. Gotta think of it, it's been a while since I last ate, and seeing this made my body painfully aware of that fact.
そうね。空腹で動けなくなっても意味がないし。確かに、いただくべきですね。
Don't trust
で
it.
しょでしょ。さあ、食べよう。
Don't trust it! Don't mind if I do. Here, you have some too, Michiru.
いただきます。どうぞどうぞ。って元は私のじゃないんだけどね。
調子のいいやつだな、まったく。ま、ありがてえけどさ。
じゃあ、いただきます。いただきます。
For some reason, Muko glances at me, beckoning me over. What's up? Pretending to pick up a bun, I move close to the
辛く
door.
ありませんが、これも食べてください。だ
Why?
って君は人より食べないと。
Oh, I see. She's worried about me because of my illness. Picking up on that, Korodani takes out a bunch of rice balls from inside her bag and piles them up in front of me.
いっぱいあるから大丈夫。獅子語り先輩もちゃんと食べてくださいね。
She's very insistent that everyone eats something.
どうして？
Korodani shouldn't know about my illness. Surprised by her actions, Muko's eyes widen and she intentionally asks the question out loud.
だって子がお昼休みとかすっごいいっぱい食べてるし。
Oh yeah.
そうですか。お気遣いありがとうございます。
Itch. Context. I had like last Wednesday, I had a fucking shot here. And it is understandably very itchy. Because it is a shot to dull my allergic reaction to dust. She looks conflicted. The possibility of being asked why she's the one saying thanks never even crossed her mind. However, Korodani doesn't seem concerned about that. Replies with "You're welcome" and starts stuffing her face with a sandwich. I sure hope Moko's not thinking about something strange again.
アーデルハイトさん。あら、牛尾。食事はもういいの？ええ。私はもう十分いただきました。
After having a quick meal with the provisions that Korodani brought, we are taking a break so that Michiru can rest. Adelheid said that she was curious about the magic circle at the top of the clock tower and went to take a look. Couldn't bear to sit still, so I followed after her.
やはり魔法陣には変化はありませんか？ええ、そうですか。
It's good that nothing's happening, but I still can't relax.
どうしたの？え、なんだか落ち着かないわね。牛尾らしくないわ。
What am I doing? My lack of composure is obvious enough to the point that even Adelheid has noticed.
なんなの？気になることがあるなら話してみてよ。それが事件とは何の関係もないので。分かってるわよ、そんなの。え？事件のことならあなたが逡巡する理由がないし、まだ確信がないだけなら単に黙ってるでしょ。事件に集中できないような何かがあるってことよね。すみません。謝ることないじゃない。でもそんな場合じゃないのに。そんな場合じゃないのだから、話してすっきりするならすべきでしょ。私でよかったら聞いてあげてもいいわよって言ってるの。
Feigning indifference, she turns her face away as she says that.
優しい人。
She's even embarrassed that I know she's worried about me. It's so charming that I can't help but smile. Normally I would pretend that it's nothing, but the words come flooding out of my mouth because of this.
黒谷さんが。マヤは何？こんな話をしている場合ではないのですが、でも気になったことを放置しておくと他に集中できなくて。分かってるったら、言い訳はいいから早く話しなさいよ。言い訳ではなく、言い訳でしょ。マヤがどうかしたの？早く言いなさいったら。詳しすぎるのではないかと。詳しいって何が？ 魔術のことや学園のことはほとんど何も知らない子みたいだけど。そういったことではなく、その古賀君についてです。ですから辛いものが好きだとかたくさん食べることとか知りすぎというか、なぜそこまで把握しているのかという疑問が。
Oddlight doesn't say anything and ended up rambling on.
つまりマヤは古賀のことを必要以上に観察してやしないかってこと？そうです。そういうことです。必要以上にです。いえ、別に。そうですか？だってクラスメートなんでしょ？数回食事しているところを見たら気づいてもおかしくないことばかりじゃない？それは確かに。他に何か心当たりがある行動とかあるの？いえ、別に何か具体的な行動をしているわけでもないんですが、ただ彼女の古賀君を見る目がただのクラスメートに対するものではない気がして。私の考えすぎでしょうか？アーデルハイトさんにはどう見えます？
I like to imagine Oddlight's just standing there like, am I talking love gossip with Ushio of all people? This really is the worst time. This really is the darkest timeline. She jolts her head as she thinks. She must be considering all her interactions with Korodani up until now.
私としては特に変わったことはないように思うわ。そうですか。
I breathe a sigh of relief when I hear
でも
that.
やはり私の主観が間違っているということですね。そうね。気にしすぎじゃない？わかりました。すみません。こんな時に変なことを聞いてしまって。集中します。別に恐縮されるほどのことではないわよ。女の子だものね。はい？大事なことだもの。集中できなくなるのも無理はないでしょ。命短しとかって言葉もあるわよね。命短し。
What follows after is fall in love girls.
何か誤解を。
She then gives a mischievous chuckle.
こう見えて恋バナって嫌いじゃないの。だから誤解で。はいはい、誤解。アーデルハイトさん、あんまり大きな声出すとみんなが驚くわよ。大丈夫、何話してたかなんて言わないから、そこまではしたなくないわ。ありがとうございます。
My ears are burning. I don't even want to think about how red my cheeks are.
もっと自信持っていいと思うけど、あなた自分が思ってるよりチャーミングよ。
She gives a cutesy wink before descending the stairs.
本当にこんな時に。
I have to calm myself down. Still, I feel something warm in my heart begin to blossom because of her words.
ありがとう、アーデルハイトさん。
Might be more fortunate than I thought.
美月、待ってて。私には私たちにはとっても頼りになる仲間がいるわ。
Take a deep breath. Heading down, I manage to return with steady steps to the room where everyone is waiting. I still don't trust it. Oh, you're back. Michi just thinks said she thinks she can do it now.
そうですか。お待たせしました。
Put her up, Kurodani! Put her the fuck up! That one's feeling a bit too bitch right now. Oh. Put her the fuck up, Kurodani! I have 2 softball guns and neither fucking work. It's kind of hilarious. Well, 3 if you can, you know, count the non-functional. Actually, that one does function technically. It's just it's shit. It's also a sawed-off assault rifle, which is highly fucking cursed. Cheeks are ever so slightly tinged with red as she shakes her head and waves her hands.
そんときゃまた別の場所に移動するなり何か考えりゃいいんだよ。
そうよ。慌てなくていいわ。ありがとう。じゃあやってみる。頑張ってね。
As I take a look at the people surrounding and encouraging Michiru, I take a seat next to Golga, almost out of habit. When Michiru holds out her hand, a black quill pen floats into the air. Nice, just stay calm now. Pen operates as expected and begins to write in the notebook. It was a festival at school today. Seeing her play happily with a group of friends, her classmates, as well as that girl, gives me mixed feelings. The crepes over there are super yummy. Really? Try them, I recommend them. Thanks, I will. Should we go together there? I just had a sudden thought. What if the other person isn't actually City? What if the other person is actually the homunculus? That's why she doesn't remember, quote unquote. Anyways. Okay. She takes that girl to the stall her friends recommended. What I can do is watch them from a distance. It's painfully obvious that she cares a lot about that girl, and that girl cares a lot about her. However, she's not a regular girl. She's a Magi. She possesses red eyes. An infamous Magi of calamity. Can I just leave her alone like this? Can't reverse the fact that she was born. That's a thought that briefly crossed my mind. I mean, if you really wanted to, you can very quickly reverse the fact that she was born. Huh? There's a festival where she got the water balloon.
So, だよね。
ラズリットとセディって一緒に行ってはしゃいでたんじゃなかったか？
別のお祭りかしら。でも時系列的には近いはずよね。
That proves it. The water balloon isn't City's. The water balloon belongs to the homunculus. As for the person who her mother is, and the other one, that's City. At least that's my guess.
先を読み進めてみましょう。
Moko seems to have figured something out and presses Michiru to continue.
わかった。じゃあ。
She's different from the other homunculi who simply follow orders, isn't she? I persist in talking to her about the girl she created. Yes, she's different. She's able to think for herself and she understands happiness and sadness. That is something very amazing, isn't it? But at the same time, it is also something extremely terrifying. Why is that? If she's able to think for herself, that means she can also do the wrong thing. But I never taught her anything of the sort, Mother. Even so, you have already done the wrong thing by bringing her to life. The wrong thing? That can't be. She is not an ordinary girl. You know that, don't you? Yes. Having an immature parent like you teach her can be dangerous. Very nice music. Dangerous? That's right. Maybe better to distance yourself from her until she grows up a little. No, until you grow up as well. No way! As I had expected, it's coming as a shock to me. Can't blame her, considering her infatuation with that girl. At the rate things are going, it will spell danger for everyone. She has a soul, but at the same time she is a homunculus. Which means she'll listen to anything you say, but she has the ability to think for herself. It's possible that in order to fulfill your wishes... It's possible that in order to fulfill your wishes, she may come up with a wrong idea and follow through with it of her own accord. Do you understand? She is an extremely dangerous homunculus. Don't say that, she's different. She's not a regular homunculus. She's not a doll. That's right, she's not a regular homunculus. She's City. Her name is City. She's not a doll. Yep. Fucking called it. The name she gave her. Proof that that girl is not a doll. She was happy that I gave her a name. That's why I know that she's not a doll. She curls up and starts sobbing uncontrollably.
Oi, oi, ちょっと待て。セディってこいつの名前じゃなかったのか?
That's what we thought. What does this mean then? You knew.
この日記の記憶に出てくる人物2人はラズリットとセディ。この2人であると私たちは考えていました。けれどそれは間違いだったようです。このラズリットの日記に出てくる彼女とはセディのことではない。
However, this does debunk my former theory that I literally said before of what if Sadie is the homunculus. Namely that Angel is the homunculus. Now I'm betting Angel is the actual creator of City. She at this point has just matured and is, you know, understandably feeling bad about what the fuck is going on. But she somehow has lost the ability. Like, her magic seems to be the ability to to manipulate and interact with souls. That's why she was able to give a homunculus a soul. So maybe she died in the fire, but due to the nature of her magic, her soul has persisted afterwards. And that's why we saw her, like, hover over Michiru while she was asleep. It's essentially Angel's soul trying to help deal with the situation because she's no longer in a position where she can stop Seti, since the person that is her master is technically dead.
別人？確かに彼女と呼ばれている子が別人の名としてセディと言ってるわね。
Muko takes out the white notebook and flips to a page full of writing.
この辺りを読んだ時から何かおかしいと思っていたんです。
I looked down to read the page she has open. I asked Rito if she felt lonely now that mother was gone, but Rito didn't seem to understand. Lonely? Why? She asked me in return, looking puzzled. This is after the fire, right?
ええ、よく思い出してみてください。私たちがリトさんに火事の後のことを聞いたとき、火事の後、彼女はどうなりました？わからないわ。火事の後、彼女を見たことは一度もないから。リトさんは火事の後、彼女に会ったことは一度もないと言いました。
あ
喋ってるね。ねえ、ですから。ラズリットの日記に出てくる彼女と白い日記の記憶の主はやはり別人ということになります。つまりこうね、白い日記の記憶は彼女のものではなく彼女が作った特殊なホムンクルスセディのもの。
That's why she's so frustrated that neither... Fucking god, I'm so fucking sorry. That neither Rito nor Fuito had the ability to feel sadness and loneliness. Because she's a homunculus, but she can feel it, so why can't they? Why must she be the odd one out? Why must she be the only one suffering, even though she too is a homunculus?
そうだと思います。
くそ、紛らわしいな。
じゃあ、この彼女って誰？それがまだわかりません。先を読み進めてみましょう。そうね。彼女が何者でこの先どうなったか知る必要があるわ。わかった。
With a serious expression, Michiru holds out her hand. The black pen floats up in the air. Today is the day of the school-wide assembly. I walk briskly to the auditorium. What? As I approach, I hear some unusual noises. Realizing that their screams, I break into a run. A fire! When I arrive, the room is already engulfed in a sea of flames. But these flames are... I could tell instantly by the aura that they emanate that they were caused by her powers. Her massive amount of mana is running rampant. No! It hurts. Help me. Returning to my senses, I rush over to the suffering students. Oh no, their souls are... These flames are damaging their souls. Now, to be precise, their souls are burning, acting as fuel for the flames. This is what happens when her powers go out of control, being a Magi of Calamity, one able to manipulate souls of all things. Can't fix this with my own powers. In the spur of the moment, I do what I can and cut out a piece of time. Everyone in here, run, escape from this moment. That's your only option. Shove the suffering students one after another into a space I created. Flames spread onto my hands as well, burning my clothes and my hair, but for now I couldn't care less. Help me, help me. Come on now, this way. I've stopped time. I've stopped it so that we won't burn, so escape in here. There are already several students who have collapsed and are unable to move, but as long as they're still the ones that I can save. Moreover, what about her? Where is she? Please be alive. Mother. As if the heavens heard my prayers, I find her standing still, dazed amidst the flames. Seeing me, she staggers forward. Don't! I can't have you burn up as well! Mother, calm down. You're the only one who can save them right now. But everyone's on fire. It's okay, I've stopped time in another place. That's why you have to save them. Save them? I can save them. Yes, with your powers, so calm down first. First, you need to regain control. Okay. She desperately focuses and tries her best to suppress her powers. Nothing can be done about the flames that have already reached the building, but she should be able to prevent anything else from combusting. Mother. Seti! She turns in the direction of the voice. The girl she created is calling out for her, wandering around in tears. No, don't come here! Run away, Seti! Mother, but... Please, escape, you must! Why, Mother? Why did things turn out this way? I'm sorry, I was fooled. This was all my fault. Your fault? You caused the fire? Yes, I did. That's why I have to make things right. You must run away. Sadie is hesitant and asks, no matter what? I will never forget her reaction to that question. It was a look full of grief, sorrow, regret, as if the world were coming to an end. If she answers in the affirmative, she would be admitting that Sadie is a homunculus, a warped and pitiable doll to which she mistakenly gave a soul. Nevertheless, no matter what, Sadie, run away. She chose the option that would give Sadie the highest chance of survival. Goodbye, Mother. Sadie, unable to act contrary to her creator's wishes, says her parting words as she turns her back to the flames, tears falling from her eyes. I'm sorry, she sobs as she sees her creation depart. I understand now why you said that she was dangerous. I finally understand. It's okay. She comes to embrace me, paying no heed to the flames in my body, and I have to stop myself from embracing her in return. The doll wouldn't have cried, wouldn't have run away with her crying like that. Defying her will was the one thing Sadie could not do, no matter how much pain or sadness she felt from having a soul. Unable to even express her desire to stay, all she could do was turn away and leave her creator behind. I did something so cruel to her. It's fine as long as you understand. Come on now, we still have some work to do in order to save everyone. Mother. I'm pulled back to reality by the sound of someone sighing. It was Michiru who heaved a heavy sigh with her eyes closed. Are you tired? She shakes her head. You can see traces of tears in her eyes. Muko tries to be considerate, but Michiru refuses and holds her hands over the pen again. The black quill pen quickly rises up. Working together, we somehow managed to suppress the fire. Since the flames were created by mana, we were able to rein them in, but the parts of the building that caught fire are still smoldering. Mother, she's been using her powers continuously this entire time, first from running rampant and then to extinguish the flames. Hang in there, you can stop now. Don't use any more of your powers. But fire is still... If you keep using up the power of your soul like this, you'll eventually lose your life, even with your mana reserves. You still need to rescue the students who escaped. Where are they, Isle? You can't right now. Do it after your mana has recovered. It'll be okay. Time is stopped for them. Okay, I got it. Yes, she is the final hope. My mana has already been depleted. I'll probably use up the last of it by putting out a few remaining flames. Even so... Mother! Seti? Perhaps it was because she saw that the fire had mostly subsided. Sadie was supposed to have run away, but came back in search of her creator. Sadie trips on the floor that's been warped by the intense heat. The ceiling makes a dull creaking noise. No! A burning girder comes falling down, striking her, so I thought, but it flies away as if it was repelled by something. Sadie's creator staggers, falls to the ground. Away. Mother? Run over to her and hold her in my arms. In no time at all, her body becomes cold to the touch. Can't be, that was... Mother, what's wrong, Mother? Sensing that something is wrong, Sadie gets up and clings to her motionless body, crying. Mother, Mother! Hang in there, you mustn't die. You're the only one who can save those students. Even as Sadie and I are in tears, shaking her, her eyes are hollow and she doesn't respond. Mother, why? Hey, answer me. What happened to Mother? She can't be saved. You can tell that her soul is already trying to depart from this world. No spell can save her now. I don't have the mana left to save you anymore, so... As I say that, I place my hand on her forehead and give her my meager remnants of mana. At the very least, I want to buy you some time and place my hopes in the future. I will contain your consciousness in your soul. What are you doing? I'm making it so that if your mother ever returns to this world, she'll be able to remember you. Oh, Michiru is the reincarnation of the creator of Sadie, who is Angel. Is Mother going somewhere? Will she come back? Yes, but I don't know when. There's nothing else I can do. That's the whole... That's why... He is technically an homunculus, I guess you could say. He's just a homunculus with a soul. Similar to her. Partially. Oh wait. That's a mess. Yes. There's nothing else I can do. I can only engrave the time that she spent living into her very soul. So that when her soul is reborn, she'll remember her promise with me. Mother. Perhaps due to my mana, a bit of light has returned to her eyes. Listen carefully. Transfer my powers to this girl. To Sadie. She's able to manipulate souls. It's something that only she can do. She can remove the power to manipulate time from my soul and copy it onto Sadie's. There should be no problem since she created Sadie's soul. Without this power, you can't reach where those students are. What about you? You don't have the strength to remain here anymore. You understand, right? Mother, I'm sorry. It's okay. You weren't the only one in the wrong. Now, will you grant my final wish? Yes, Mother. The girl who would always serve me tea grasps my hand weakly as she responds in her usual tone of voice. I can feel the power within me rapidly draining away. Sadie, come here. Yes, Mother. The place where her hand touches Sadie glows dimly. The power that I lost is now in the city. Thank goodness. Now students can be saved. Mother Lazarus, I'm sorry. I didn't say that it wasn't your fault alone. I'm to blame as well. I shouldn't have taught you everything. I should have taught you everything more slowly to make sure you understood. I was too hasty, because she was absorbing knowledge all too quickly. I was so happy, so proud of her talent, but I ended up rushing too much. Overcome by a strange sensation, like my consciousness is drifting someplace far away. Mother? Mother, you look like you're fading away. You're going to disappear. The soul no longer has the power to return to this world. My entire being is going to vanish. But promise me, okay? Promise me you'll save your friends. Yes, I promise. Hey, Sadie, you'll save them, won't you? Promise? Yeah, I promise. Close my eyes after seeing Sadie nod to her. My consciousness is drifting away with the wind like a mist. I'm about to disappear. Mother. I can still faintly hear her voice. In that case, I want to at least leave a part of whatever remains of this mist that I've become. A single drop of my power. My very own mist. Mother! Goodbye, Angel. Yep! Confirmation! Confirmation! They probably should have put her name in the sound menu before we actually learn her name. Angel. That was her name. Oh, right, you did introduce herself. The girl who peered into Michiru's face. The one who was in my memories in the fire. Michiru tilts her head quizzically as she has no recollection of it at all. She puts down her hand. Well, yeah, the owner of the fucking book is dead. None of us are able to say anything for a while. We merely stare at the records of her final moments. Kral Lazalit was not our enemy at all. She already perished 20 years ago. At the very least, she wanted to save those students. However, I can't help but think that her desire manifested into what she wanted least to happen. Something that must be avoided at all costs. The principal's stubborn obsession and Seti's memories. A warped and pitiful doll to which she mistakenly gave a soul. Lazalit's words swirl around in my mind. That doll is the only one still in this world. Kurudani hesitantly raises her hand. Oh yeah, no, you don't. You are 100% aware, bitch. You know. And I guess that makes sense. So essentially, the homunculus city didn't create Fuito in her own image, but in Angel's. Because they do actually kind of look alike, down to the eyes. Just, you know, a little less lifeless, a little more lifeless here. And it did say that red-eyed Magie. I still don't trust you, Maya! That's what I'm saying, essentially.
そうですね。私たちも一旦情報を整理する必要があります。そうね。ラズリットとセディ2人だけの話だと思っていたわけだし、3人いるってことを踏まえて考え直さなきゃ。
She crosses her arms and nods with a serious expression on her face. The heavy atmosphere has finally eased up a little.
では、黒谷さんにもわかるように最初からおさらいします。お願いします。まずはこのミストのことですが。
She tells Kurudani about how she can write out someone's memories in a diary format as long as we have an item that belonged to them.
そして最初のこの日記、ラズリットが彼女を引き取って連れてきた記憶です。この彼女とは先ほどの最後の日記によるとアンデルという少女だったようです。
Sounds more like Andel than Angel.
そしてアンデルはマギエなのね。それも魂を操る赤い目の最悪のマギエ。
Hold on. Hold on, I need to just real quick do this. Who cares?
最悪のマギエ？強大すぎる力を持つがゆえに災いを招くと言い伝えられているマギエのことよ。必ず瞳が赤いのが特徴。なるほど。
最初の方からラズリットが彼女は普通の子じゃないって言ってんのは。
そのようですね。そしてアンデルとラズリットは互いに信頼し合い、しばらくは穏やかに暮らしていたようです。でもやはり未熟なマギエでもあったアンデルは魂を持つホムンクルスというありえない存在を作り出してしまう。それがセディね。
Muko opens the first page of the white notebook, which contains City's
今
memories.
読み返してみると、これはホムンクルスが目覚めた瞬間だったのですね。しかもこの時からもう感情がある。魂があるのよね。
She says that with a heavy heart, reminded of a small homunculus who no longer exists.
リトさん、セディはラズリットさんが不在の間に作り出されたようですが、アンデルは自力で製造方法を調べていたのですか？ええ。図書館でホムンクルスの本を何冊も読んでいたわ。優秀なマギアだったのは確かね。独学でホムンクルスを作るだなんて、それだけでも大したものよ。
魂まで作っちまったってのは、アンデルってのが魂を操るマギエだったからか？
もちろんそうね。普通は魂を生み出すなんて不可能だもの。これは作り出したという彼女の弁を信じて、
What do you mean?
最後に彼女はラズリットの魂の力をセディに移し替えています。こういう風に無意識にどこかから魂を呼び込んでしまった可能性はないと思うわ。ラズリットの驚愕ぶりは作り出したっていうありえない事実だからこそじゃないかしら。
And if it were someone else's soul, wouldn't City's first thought upon waking up be something like, "Where am I?"
そうですね。同意します。
She was most likely thinking that the probability was quite low and wanted confirmation. She nods and continues the
アン
conversation.
デルはセディとしばらく離れた方がいいと持ちかけられ、精神が不安定になってしまったようですね。
その結果が火事か。
ラズリットが彼女の力の暴走によるものと断言しているから間違いないでしょうね。生徒たちの魂はその暴走により発火し傷ついてしまったようです。
So Lazalit shoved them into a place where time was stopped so that they would stop burning. Strange. What a very similar thing to happen upon losing control to what happened to your sister.
ここの取り出すと燃えてしまうって意味がやっと分かったな。
ええ、時間が止まっている空間からただ取り出したのでは。抑えられるのは魂を操れるアンデルだけ。でもそのアンデルは
やっぱこの後死んだのか？
ラズリットも助けられないって言ってるくらいだから。
In other words, Angel is dead too, and because City is the only one alive,
間違った
still
方
alive,
法で助け出そうとしている。
just as Lazalit had feared. They forgot
学
about
園
the
長
whole...
や正吾院先輩はセディが寂しさを紛らわせるために、あるいは手伝わせるために作り出したホムンクルスだったようです。あ、みんな人間じゃないの？ここを読んでみて。
Heidi shows the surprised Korodani the part in the white diary where City brings them to life.
本当だ。あの子女もそうなんだ。
She furrows her brow, seeing that City had already started to lose her mind around then.
ねえ、これ学園長がおかしな提案してるみたいだけど、 ホムンクルスって自力で考えることってできないんじゃなかったの？何かいい方法はないか考えてと主人に言われたとしたら可能ではないかと推察します。どうでしょう、リトさん。つづら折り坂不人なら可能ね。ならというのは？私にはできない。私は目録だからその役割から外れたことはできないの。
ここへついてくるとかは可能なのか？
それは禁じられていないから。それに私がここにいるのはミストの使用が目的でしょ。
See, since your job is to explain mists, it falls under your duties.
そうよ。つまり学園長は最初はセディさんって子にお友達として作られたからそれを禁止されなくてできちゃう？そうしなさいと命じられればね。命じてしまったのでしょうね。でも相手はホムンクルスだから倫理観や法律も無視した答えでも平気で出してくる。
その結果がこれかよ。
ラズリットさん、悲しいだろうね。そうね。
Right when Angel understood that, she lost her life.
続けますね。火事により力を使い果たしたラズリットとアンデルは亡くなり、ラズリットの能力はセディに移し替えられました。
Ushio, you're missing a very important point. She said that something about so the soul can remember. So clearly reincarnation is a thing in this world, and whoever is the reincarnated angel should regain her past memories if they come face to face with City.
セディはその魔力を使い、ラズリットにしか作れないはずだった。
作り出した学園長たちが延々と稼働してんのもラズリットブロッドストーンの力だろうな。
普通なら動かし続けるだけの魔力が必要ですからね。
Quite a lot of it to boot. When Suaoi created a small homunculus, you had to use her blood as a catalyst in order to have enough mana to maintain it.
そして学園長の提案によりセディたちは学園を再開し夜の世界を生み出してしまいます。
You don't need the cutscene.
夜の世界？この学園が放課後になると全員起量させられていたのはそのせいなのです。
There's no point in keeping it a secret at this point, so Muko explains to Korodani what it is.
じゃあこの学園長が器にとか言ってるのが西寮の生徒？
You got it.
そしてカラスマくんも昼間も稼働できる実験体として召喚されていた夜の生徒でした。彼の器だったのは連絡が取れなくなっていた私の友人で花立睦月という生徒です。待って、じゃあ他の学校に調査に行ってるとかってのは。
As if we could just tell everyone that he disappeared.
消えちゃったんだ。
He understood full well what was going to happen to him, and he hoped to stop the ritual that would have made the night students stay permanently. Explain what really happened on the night of the fireworks display. Korodani listens intently with a quiet expression that I've never seen on her before.
信じらんない。生徒助けるために生徒犠牲にするの？矛盾してるってのも気がつかないんだ。
Get as upset as you want to be. Get as upset as you want, Maya. I still don't trust you. I don't know what it is. It's something. Something's alright.
そこがホムンクルスなのよ。 ラズリットが助けろと頼んだ生徒を助けるという命令だけが絶対なの。怖いね。だからラズリットさ、あんなにダメって言ったんだ。
だろうな。しかし
He looks confused as he flips to the final page of the diary.
ラズリットの方の記憶には風呂屋町の言ってた知らない人ってのは出てこねえな。
And as you mentioned, yeah, Lazarus got there but after the fire started, so maybe the person was already gone by then.
そいつアンデルが暴走したのと何か関係あんのかな。
なんとも言えないわね。その不審者のせいで驚いて力が暴走したって可能性はないとも言えないけれど。そうですね。知らない人に関しては判断材料が少なすぎるでしょう。
ああ、そうだな。
ひとまず分かったことはこれくらいかしら。ええ、ですがこれで非常に困ったことも分かってしまいました。
She says that glumly. It's most likely what's on everyone's mind, but none of us are willing to say it out
魂
loud.
の修復ができる最悪のマギエがいなければ夜の生徒たちは救えません。
そうだな。
We wanted to obtain some clue from these memories, but we ended up with a cruel conclusion instead. No, it's not cruel at all. Angel, huh? Is that illusion of a girl? I saw the real angel. I'm getting weird sweats now. It's ridiculous feeling that she was a bit there back then. Is that why whenever I think about that girl, my mind replays memories of the fire? Might have been nothing more than a dream or hallucination, but I definitely saw a girl who called herself Angel. I should probably mention this now, yet for some reason my throat is jammed. Am I hypnotized or something? Not I would have gotten this bout when I stepped into the anti-hypnosis magic circle a while back. What if she told him not to say anything? So he's unable to disobey orders. It's not being caused by some surface level spell. It's something much more fundamental. I'm quite certain of it. But I can't tell what it is. Even though I know someone who might be able to save you, It's frustrating, but the words won't escape my mouth no matter what. She speaks having made up her
たとえ
mind.
救えないとしても学園側の計画は阻止しなければなりません。
Yeah, that's for sure. My mouth, which hasn't been doing what I wanted at all, now it works normally. That's what Omura wanted too. It's like I broke free from Angel's shackles. Apparently it's fine as long as I don't touch upon that memory. But I still feel the frustration not being able to bring it up. Wait, maybe Muko might.
夜の生徒さんはかわいそうだと思うけど、でも止めないとダメだよ。
だな。あいつらだってこんな無茶苦茶な復活望んでねえだろ。
同感よ。こんなの許しちゃいけないわ。だろうね。うん。やっぱり止めなきゃいけないと思う。
Kurodani still remembers Omoru well. She also understands that she may never be able to see him again. Even so, we're all in agreement that we can't let the school have its way.
もう図書館に戻ってもいい？ああ、そうですね。長い間ありがとうございました。いいえ、それじゃ。
Hey, before you go, do you mind if I ask you something?
何？
That last diary entry. Did you feel any pain or sadness after seeing Lazarus in her final moment?
どうして？
No reason, just wondering if you did.
なっていた方が良かったのかしら。
I don't know. If she did, would you have felt the same way as Sadie did during Angel's final moments? Unable to do anything, yet left with nothing but painful feelings. Would it be crueler if she couldn't feel even those
もういい
emotions?
かしら。
Yeah, actually it'd be bad if the disciplinary committee found you, so I'll walk you back. As I say that, I shoot a glance over at Nuko. She catches on
私も
instantly.
行きます。
She gets up from her seat. After sending Rito back to the library without incident. We take the underground path back to Sumi's room.
どうかしたのですか?
She brings up the matter now that we're alone. Right. Feel a cold sweat break out on my back. However, I don't feel the same restraint as I did earlier. I'm not entirely certain about this, but I think I've met that angel girl before.
なんですって?
It might have just been a dream. In the fits and starts, I tell her about the translucent girl I saw that night. About how she hung over Michiru and responded with angel when I asked her for her name. It's nothing more than a cryptic memory.
仮にそれが夢でなかったとして、その少女はミチルさんに何かしていたということでしょうか?
I don't know. All I can say for sure is that she raised a hand towards Michiru. But nothing's been wrong with my sister since then, and it doesn't seem like she remembers it either. Honestly, my mind was probably just playing tricks on my eyes.
ミチルさん自身が最悪のマギエであるという可能性は?
I thought about that too. I instinctively grimace. It's the least desirable outcome. Her eyes aren't red, so I don't think she is one, but...
そうですね。でも、ミチルさんはまだ自身の力を使い切れていません。
Yeah, and that might be the only reason why we haven't seen her eyes turn red. Still, even if Michiru does possess the powers of a Magi of Calamity, she doesn't know how to fully control her powers, so I highly doubt that she'd be able to do something as delicate as repairing souls.
そうですね。
And I don't want her to use her powers any more than this.
暴走の危険は十分に分かりましたから、私もそれは同感です。
The fire that Angel caused. If Michiru does have red eyes, then the same thing might happen. No, it already has. Is that fire the one I got burned in proof that Michiru has those
なんとも
powers?
言えない状況ですね。
For a moment I see an illusion of those flames, but Muko's voice sends me back before I get dizzy. Back then... She saved me when I was about to get devoured by that nightmare in the dream world. She defended me from those memories that were about to attack me again. Yeah, there's too much we don't know. Sorry, but could I ask you to keep this between us for now?
わかりました。いたずらにミチルさんに期待がかけられても申し訳ないですし。
Yeah, if she heard about it, who knows what she might try to
です
do.
が、アーデルハイトさんには話しておいた方が良いのでは?
No. I subconsciously shake my head. She may know a lot about magic, but this is too vague, and I want to reduce the chances of Michiru finding out about it as much as
わ
possible.
かりました。君は本当に過保護ですね。
Sorry, you're special, so forgive me.
じゃかさないでください。
She puffs out her cheeks and turns away. That wasn't my intention at all, so I feel a little bad about it. Really, why can't I tell Heidi about it? If Mook was there. Nah, I still feel like I'd end up getting chills running down my spine and my mouth would freeze up again. Looks like that bad dream won't let me say any more than this. Anyway, let's hurry on back.
ずるいです。
She walks on ahead as she complains. I whisper an apology to her from behind. Upon returning to Sumi's room, I see that Michiru has a blank page of the white diary open in front of her.
おかえり。
What are
こ
you
れ
up
は
to?
水風船だから、リトさんがいなくてもできるでしょ。念のためにセディさんの記憶ももう少し再生してみてはという話になったの。
Progress some more. Last page.
セーブメニューです。セーブします。セーブしまし
Hold
た。
on.
システム名タイトルに戻ります。時計仕掛けのレイライン。朝霧に散る花。
Damn, I'm sure we will make a lot of progress. Damn, must be about like half the fucking diary we'll be able to read now.
ロードメニューです。ロードしますか？ロードしました。念のためにセディさんの記憶も確かに彼女が今どこで何をしているか分かれば手がかりになりますね。
学園長たちの隠れ家にいるんだろうが、そこへ行く方法でも出てくればいいんだがな。
じゃあやっていい?
Are you sure you can keep going? Alright then.
じゃあやるね。
She plays the white quill pen on top of the notebook, puts her hand over it, and focuses. The school building that burnt down was built anew. Dormitories to house students were made as well. We managed to attract tons of new students, Mother. Let us begin the ritual. Fuito declares that joyfully. After much time and effort, preparations to call forth those students from the space where time has stopped are complete. During that time, countless students have been admitted and graduated. I wonder how many years it's been. It's a carnival! Come, realm of night! Ha ha ha! Her laugh echoes. The magic circle that we've worked so hard to draw activates. Night has fallen. Morning! Good morning! Students who were in the space where time has stopped arrive at the school in the nighttime. Was a success, Mother! Look at all them coming in! Yes, they're attending school normally. You asked me to make them not suspect anything, so they're all hypnotized. I have to protect them. I must protect these students. I promised, after all. Protect them? Ah, yes. Terrible things would happen if the day students stumbled upon them. Fuito, I'm going to school too. Oh, as a student, come to think of it, you used to attend as well, didn't you? I think so. I remember you telling me that a long time ago. That means you'll adapt in no time. She brings me my uniform. Doesn't feel like my first time putting it on. Fits you perfectly, Mother! Ha 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 ha! Fuito, you come to school as well. Will I also be a student? No, you should be someone that has more decision-making power. It'll be easier for you to catch those who interfere. I see. What kind of role would be best? According to these books, that is the job of what is known as a disciplinary committee member. Disciplinary committee member, but those are also students. Anything else? If you're not a student, then you would have to be the principal. The one responsible for the entire school. That might be good. Teachers would have to listen to Fuito too. Deciding on that, I order Fuito to be the principal and have Momoka take care of the disciplinary committee. Principal, huh? Has a nice ring to it. Ha ha ha! I love it, Mother! That's good to hear. Me too. I'll do my best as the disciplinary committee. Please do, Chairman Shoguin Momoka! Yes, leave everything to me. I'm going to be a student, so I'll have to call Fuito principal. I give her Ninomai and tell her to use him if she needs to contact me. Understood, Mother. Let's get along, Ninomai-kun. Ha ha ha! Gee. I'll be going now. One moment, Mother. I believe you told us to make sure that your true identity isn't exposed. Right. In that case, I would suggest that you don't use your current name. It would be risky if someone found out that there was a new student named City in the past. Yes, which means that I need a new name. But a name similar to the other students' work. In other words, a Japanese name. Japanese. Indeed, Fuito and Momoka are both Japanese names, so I should do the same. What name would be good? Is there a meaning behind the name City, Mother? Somebody called me that. I wonder who it was. My heart aches whenever I think about it, so I try not to. You know what? I'm confirming my suspicions real quick. Creativity, flexible, studious. It's not creativity then, maybe flexible. That's Furikishi. That also doesn't respond, that also doesn't match anyone in the cast. I'll just leave this one open. So you can just like fucking scroll through whenever you need to. The last one, Studious. None of the names actually fucking... Maybe it's like another language then, who fucking knows. Hold on. Czechish, okay. City the 7th. No. Also doesn't help at all. Let's just stop the fucking conspiracy theory bullshit and just read. Heartaches whenever I think about it, so I try not to. Yes, I think it was called. I was first called Dite, which means baby. Oh, that's Czech. And then when I grew up, they called me City. If it's Czech, then City would mean 7. Yes, that's right. I was the 7th baby. That's it. After all, gave me that name. I would at least remember the meaning. Mother. I've got it. The name. Yes, let's go with Chichiban Hina, which means 7th baby in Japanese. Okay, so she wasn't one of the nighttime students. This bitch. This bitch right here. Hina! One of the nighttime students, Shichiban Hina, who we thought disappeared along with Omaru and the rest of them that night. It makes sense that she would actually disguise as a nighttime student, since nighttime students never change. People are aware of that at this point, so it's not suspicious for her to not graduate. Just come back again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Anyways.
あの人がセディ？これは予想外でした。
Even Mook was taken aback.
てっきり普通の夜の生徒だとばかり。
Well, yeah, there's no way we would have known, given the way she behaved. With her brain running at full speed, she doesn't give an immediate response and runs her fingers along her chin.
ひなさん、岩さんといつも一緒にいた。
I think she was also with us in the dream world.
学園長もいたぞ。それに魂があるならいても不思議はねえだろ。
何度かあったのに変な気配は感じたことなかったわ。
魂もあるなら無理もねえよ。
But Hina didn't seem crazy like how City was in this diary.
いいえ、よく思い出してください。
Her fingers finally stop moving and she looks around at all of us.
誰か ひなさんが自分から意見を言ったところを思い出せますか？
Nope. Her own opinion.
特に顕著だったのはアーデルハイトさんたちが来たばかりの頃、夜の生徒にいろいろ尋ねてみた時のことです。
Where do all of you live?
学園のに決まってるだろ。生徒はみんなそうじゃないか。
ひなもです。
Where did you live before you came to the school?
来る前？寮から来ましたよ。ひなもです。大抵は誰か、主に伊庭さんに追随するだけで積極的に何か意見したという印象がまるでありません。
Now that we mention it.
それはホムンクルスだから。ホムンクルスの特性でもあり、自分の正体を悟られないよううっかり口を滑らせることを避けていたとすれば。
See, he said he would know the truth behind the Ramen Knight and the other students.
他の生徒の意見に同意するだけで自分からは極力喋らずにいたってことか。
He's been here the entire time, huh? Mixed in with the night students.
考えてみるべきでした。あれだけ夜の生徒に執着しているのですから、自分ならどこで見守るか。夜の生徒たちの中に紛れて共にいることが一番に決まっていたんです。
She drops her gaze to the floor, looking
資
oppressed.
料の生徒が夜になったら誰に変わっているか、それを調べるべきでした。そうすれば夜の生徒の中にたった一人よりしろがいない生徒がいることは発覚していた。
Shichiban Hina. She alone did not have someone as a vessel. It was quietly in the school from the very start. They were asleep. Mibu Tsubaki and Murako Kasumi are sleeping soundly and peacefully, oblivious to everything. A German's perfume works really well.
まだ少し足りない。
My body gets tired when I use a lot of mana, because it's a power I received. My body isn't back to normal yet. I'll close my eyes again and stay still. If I do so, I'll be able to use the power I received from again.
誰だったかしら。
I received it from someone. I don't remember that much, but please save them. I hear someone's voice. It's familiar. I know this voice.
私のお母様の力もあなたに託すから。
Oh, Jesus Christ, she looks a bit like jerky. Not actually, but haha.
お母様。いえ、ラズリットが時間を止めた空間に送った生徒たちをどうか助けて。助ける？私が？ええ、そうよ。お願い。もうあなたしかいないの。お母様はどうなるの？私はもう行かなきゃならないの。だからセディ、お願い。お願いなの？命令よ、セディ。わかりました、お母様。ありがとう。ごめんなさい。お母様、どうしてそんな悲しそうなお顔するの？いいよ、命令聞くよ。だってセディはお母様に作っていただいたんだもの。だからお母様、お母様お返事して。悲しい顔しないで。お母様、起きて。お母様、一人にし
What was that again? I remember that it was an order. Other than that... Whenever I try to recall the memory, my head screams out at me in my own voice telling me to stop. And then my chest aches. That's why I can't remember. I have to abide by it, no matter what. Very soon I will complete it. I'll be able to fulfill my promise with... the order. That's a lot of hair to have in that tiny ass bunch you got going. What the fuck? I untie my hair. It makes a noise as it descends. I remove my glasses as well. I don't remember too well, but I think I used to look like this. My hair was tied up when I was with that person. The person who gave me that order. Can't remember who they are though. Mother. Familiar chatter. I gaze absently at the classroom, sitting at the desk at Fuito. Now the principal prepared for me. Feels familiar, but what about it is so familiar? Completely forgotten, but the lively chatter and laughter of my students is pleasant to my ears.
昨日の宿題さ、お昼どうする？屋上でも行く？
誰か英語のノートを見せてくれ。
Everyday conversations. They don't know that they've come here from a room where time has been frozen 20 years in the past. They also don't question the fact that it's night outside. And of course they have no idea that they're in someone else's bodies.
何ぼーっとしてんの？
She's Iba Kumiko, if I remember correctly. Student in this
お腹
class.
空いてんの？よかったらこれ食べなよ。
She offers me a piece of candy. I accept it and she gives a friendly smile. Whoops.
なんだ
That's weird.
普通に喋るじゃん。いつもそうやって一人で黙ってるからなんか気になっちゃって。ごめんねおせっかいで。
Nice to meet you. What's your name? Huh, that's cute. Do you have your textbooks yet? You want to borrow mine? What are you doing for lunch? Did you bring one? Let's eat together. Can you stop with the noise? It hurts my ears. I suddenly recall a conversation I heard in the distant past. That was...
七番さん？七番下の名前なんだっけ？
ひな。七番ひな。
ひなか。かわいい名前だね。ねえひな、よかったらお昼一緒に行かない？
Ever since that day, Iba Kumiko and I have been friends. In spite of my reticence, she always invites me. She asks to share textbooks when she forgets hers. She eats lunch with me.
ひなは黙ってても私の話ちゃんと聞いててくれるしさ。なんか一緒にいて楽なんだよね。気を使わないっていうかさ。
ひなも。
そう？私楽？
うん。くみちゃんといるの楽しい。
そっか。よかった。
She nods with a smile as bright as the sun. I'm happy. Whenever she smiles, it makes me feel very nostalgic and happy. But at the same time, I feel a pain in my chest because she thinks that I'm a normal person like the rest of her classmates.
普通じゃないから。
普通じゃない？どこが？
作られたの、お母様に。本当は人形だけど、お母様が特別に魂を作ってくださったの。
人間じゃないってこと？
そう。
そういえば昔学園長からそんな話聞いたことあるな。ホムなんとかって人形の話。
そう、そのホムンクルス。
ヒナが？へえ、普通の人間にしか見えないよ。あ、だから無口なのかな。
それだけ？
何が？
嫌じゃない？
なんで？ヒナはヒナだろ。お人形だろうが卵から生まれてようが関係なくない？
卵は近いかも。最初は丸いフラスコで作るから。
そうなんだ。すごいな。私そんな面白いこと友達なのか。
She seriously doesn't care at all. Even after telling her that I was a doll, she still asked me to show her my textbooks, to have lunch together, and to walk home together. Nothing changed. It's the same as back then. It's the same as the past that I still can't yet remember. That I get a headache when I try to remember. I can't remember, but the old memories locked inside of me are rejoicing. They're saying that this is what they wanted to reclaim. Is no longer here, but I promised. She promised Sans.
約束。
Yes, I promise I have to fulfill it no matter what. But I'm sure that wasn't everything.
行くよ。
待って、クミちゃん。
はあ、今日も宿題多いな。明日授業中寝そうだわ。
寝てたら起こしてあげる。
いつもありがとね。
When morning arrives, Kumiko won't be Kumiko anymore. She'll return to being a student of the present. I know who her vessel is, but my chest is guaranteed to hurt when I see them. Can't talk to them either. I'm a night student, so I can't let the day students see me. They're Kumiko, and yet I can't talk to them.
じゃあね、ひな。また明日。
やっぱりこれじゃダメ。
もちろんですともお母様。今の状態ではまだ完全に助けたとは言えません。それはお母様の約束とは違う。命令が果たされていません。それはいけない。じいちゃんによろしくありませ
The
ん。
entire issue is Fuito's nature. If she was created to help with this goal in specifically an ethical manner, she would not be an issue. The fact that she's just created to be a friend allows her to just spew any type of immoral, inhumane fucking idea that she can, and because of how mentally damaged Seti is at this point, to the point where she's essentially damn near as fucking emotional as some of the homunculi, she is too open to the suggestions.
そうね。
しかし幸い、夜の生徒として暮らしてもらうことには成功しています。このまま夜の世界を完全な形で存続させましょう。そうすれば助けたと言えましょう。お母様は約束を果たされるのです。いやー、めでたい。
西寮の生徒は？
まあ最初からいなかったものと他の生徒たちに暗示をかければよいのでは。
You can't do so for the entire world,
い
though.
なかった。
だって邪魔ですから。夜の生徒たちを完全に蘇らせる方が大切でしょう。そうお約束されたのでしょう。ならば西寮の生徒など些細な犠牲です。仕方がない。
そう。そうね。
そうでしょうとも。
約束だもの。だからいいのよね。あの子はクミちゃんとして暮らせば。
If that happens, I'll be able to experience that nostalgia and happiness forever. I won't be lonely anymore, so what about those who are different like Rito and Fuhito?
私はそんな奇跡を失いたくない。もう二度とそんな奇跡は起こらない。だから私は完全に取り戻すための計画を。
Episode 5. With a clink, the white quill pen returns itself to its holder.
動かないみたい。
インク切れのようですね。
He picks up the ink bottle and looks to the bottom. There's not a single drop left. He hears sighs echo through the room. Throughout the room.
覚えてなくても
Heidi is the first one to speak, albeit in murmurs.
幸せだった頃が帰ってきたみたいな感覚に。そうですね。
Memories from when she was still living as Seti. I don't know if she was friends with Eva back then, but they overlapped for her. That's why she wants to revive them no matter what, regardless of the promise.
くそ、こっちだって夜の生徒を助けたいってのは同じなのによ。
He says that, annoyed, and hits his knee with his fist.
何かないのかな。他に助ける方法って何か。
She looks down at the words written in the notebook.
ひなさんたちは散々探したようですからね。20年もの間。そうね。あんな強引な手段以外に何か方法があれば、ひな、いえ、セディは説得できそうな気もするけど。
But his method
見
is...
つからなかったからこそのこの手段なのでしょうね。
じゃあどうしようもねえのか。やっぱり。
His voice trails off. We're all thinking the same thing. That there really is no way to truly rescue the students from 20 years ago. Omoru, am I never going to see you again? Is there really no way to save you besides going through with this ridiculous plan?
ですが、学園側の計画は計画として阻止しなければ。
そりゃそうだろう。でねえと西寮の生徒はいなかったことになっちまうんだろ。
We can only save one or the other, huh?
今のところはそういう状況ですけれど。
I am in pain. Like, at least Ushio, you're supposed to be the smart one. There was a very clear fucking thing in the Black Diary saying that what Kral did was to make sure that even when she is reborn, she still remembers. So all you need to do is find the person that is the reincarnated angel, or hell, you don't even have to find her yourself. You just have to find Hina, tell her that she exists, and tell her that because of this, there is a way to save the students that need saving without sacrificing the Weststorm students. She, being a homunculus with still morality, and knowing that no way her mother would want to sacrifice the students, would go for that, since even there she knew that yes, this is a bad thing to do, but it's the only way and she must do this. So if there was a more humane, less illegal way of doing it, she probably would resort to it. Anyways. I know, but even so, we have to stop them. That's what Omoru would have wanted too. Maybe as a result of what we're trying to do, the students from 20 years ago will fall victim to that fire. So, then he'll be dead as well. So it doesn't feel real to me. We were chatting the other not that long ago. Just like how Iba and Hina were.
悩んでいても仕方がありません。こうしている間にも学園長たちは動いているでしょうから、とにかく計画を阻止する方法をまず考えなければ。そうね。とりあえずこれ渡しておくわ。
After agreeing with Muko's statement, Heidi passes out newly made bottles of
気を失
perfume.
わせる香水よ。ただし、やっぱりアーリックのような相手には十分な武器とは言えないわ。
Yeah, I'll keep that in
な
mind.
いよりマシだろう。場合によっちゃ風紀も相手にしなきゃなんねえからな。
それでどうするの？
ひとまず私はもう一度魔法陣の様子を見てくるわ。
She gets up from her seat and walks towards the path leading to the stairs. However, she soon comes running back.
どうしました？
Looking pale as a ghost, Heidi points towards the stairs and
扉の
shouts.
つながっている場所が変わってるの。場所が？
Muko looks baffled for a second, but she quickly gets up and we all run up the stairs after her.
これは
On the other side of the door that Mook opened is a vast grassy plain. This sure looks familiar. Oh, isn't this where I followed Furia that one time? Back when Furia accidentally picked up the key of Giannis, delved into this grassland in search of her.
ではあちらに見えている塔のようなものの上が魔法陣のあった場所でしょうか。
Yeah, that should be the spiral staircase. If I remember correctly, the magic circle's at the very
前
top.
回扉の接続を切ってもこちらが復元したせいで今度は違う手を使うことにしたようですね。
物理的に遠くしたってことかよ。
Well, it's a good distance away, but it's a trip we have to
あ
make.
の魔法陣から遠ざけるようなことをした以上、やはり魔法陣は何らかの
Or
形
they're
で
trying
使
to
用
waste
される
time.
のでしょうか。
Heidi nods.
そうね。完全に修復して同じことに使う気なのかはわからないけれど。
Would it be possible to move the door back to where it originally opened like we did last
そ
time?
れは無理。空間をつなぐ魔術自体には何の変化もないの。おそらく異空間側の蘇生で座標を変えたのだと思うわ。だからこちらからはどうしようもないわね。
Is that so? I unconsciously make a bit of face as I stare out across the plain. None of those monsters from before are around. That silence is eerie.
とにかく魔法陣の様子が気になるわ。歩いていけないことはないから見に行ってみた方がいいわね。そうですね。ヤヌスの鍵を使えば早いでしょうけれど、魔力は温存したいところですし。
It'd be dangerous for you to go along, sir. Oh, sir, I'll come with you. There might be enemies
大
around.
丈夫ですか？
We'll turn back if we run into someone we can't
感
take
知
on.
素子の香水はまだ効いているから覗くだけなら大丈夫だと思うわ。ではお願いします。ええ、ルイをお願い。
After confirming that we'll try to escape if we run into any danger, Heidi and I walk across the savannah towards the magic circle. There was a monster here before, but it's gone now. When Furia and I were here, it was preventing us from going up. And it was an annoying one that spewed imaginary flames. We walked all the way here to conserve our mana, but we didn't spot any of those monsters along the way.
生き物は排除したんじゃないかしら。
She holds her head as she says that, looking up at the top of the tower all the while. All the way they did
こ
that.
の空間は魔力で作られているから生き物が放つ波長が何らかの魔術の邪魔になるってことかしらね。
She doesn't know the exact reason either, it seems. Returning to our original goal, we head up the stairs. Now that the monster's gone, I can walk without any problems, but I keep that to myself since this is a topic for another time. And its flames were fake, but they still gave me an attack. Take a peek from the stairs, but there's nobody near the magic circle. God fucking damn it, talking is hard!
見張りはいないみたいね。
He walks up to it. The glass circle is exactly the same as it was before, silent and inactive. Anything?
変わってないわ。どういうことかしら。
So it's still deactivated.
じゃあなぜわざわざ扉のつなぎを変えたのかしら。
Heidi walks around the perimeter of the magic circle as she stares down at it intently. If touching it won't raise any alarms, shouldn't we take this opportunity to do something?
そうね。
Can we damage it somehow so they can't use it anymore, like with a shovel or something?
だったらこれはどう？
She takes out a small knife from her pocket. She uses it to shave plants to add to her
あなたの
perfumes.
力ならなんとかなる？
I'll give it a try, even if I end up chipping your
い
knife.
いわよ。それは魔術道具でも何でもない普通のナイフだから代わりはあるわ。
Alright. I firmly grasp a small knife and strike it against the floor with all my might. Huh, didn't work. It's too hard to stab through, so I try to scrape it by running the knife's edge back and forth, but it's no use. I'm amazed I managed to destroy something like this. It goes to show how strong that mist was.
無理
Yeah, nothing's working. I don't think we can physically damage it without the use of a mist. I give up. I try and hide his knife to her. She puts it away and takes out some sort of case. Inside are a few pieces of
傷
chalk.
を入れるのが無理なら書き足して意味を変えるしかないわね
Wouldn't they notice instantly?
目立つものを書けばすぐに見つかってしまうでしょうから小さく目立たないもので阻害できるもの
He thinks for a while, then kneels down beside the magic circle and scribbles some
再起動
characters.
した時に防衛的な機能が発生しないように妨害する仕掛けをしておくわ
You mean if we mess with it while it's active, it won't trigger any alarms?
気休め程度だけどね
Definitely better than nothing.
そうねさあ戻りましょう
She puts away the chalk and stands up. We descend the staircase and walk back across the grassy plain to return to Sumi's room. Door gone.
おかえり。とりあえずご飯にしようって話になってるよ。
Upon our return, I see that Kurudani is once again taking food out of her bag. Thanks, I was feeling a bit hungry.
食べながら作戦会議ねええそうしましょう
You all sit in a circle and feast on sandwiches and rice balls.
なんかさ、気持ち悪いくらい向こうの動きがねえよな。
Yeah, nothing much has happened since Ulrich knocked Louis out. Well, they did change the location at the door, I
あれ
guess.
だって私たちを魔法陣に近づけなくするには不完全すぎるわ
Yeah, we thought that there'd be someone waiting to ambush us, but no one was
魔
there.
法陣はじっくり見たけどやっぱり何の変化もなかったのよねではあの扉の細工はただの応急処置なのか時間稼ぎにしては短すぎる実際古賀君たちはあっさり行って戻ってきましたから
With a fruit sandwich in her hand, she furrows her brow as she
何か
thinks.
を待っているのでしょうか待ってるって学園側がええ動きがないのも対策が中途半端なのもそれ以上に何か大きなことをやる時期を測っているせいではないかという気がするのですあの魔法陣には特に変化は見られなかったからそうかもしれないわね扉をつなぎ替え私たちの注意をあの魔法陣に向けることによりそうして自分たちが待つ何かの方を邪魔されないようにしたありえるわね
それならこっちもただ黙って待ってるより何か行動を起こすべきじゃねえのか？
もちろんですただ問題はどのような行動を起こすべきかということですハーデルハイトさん魔法陣は現状では壊せそうにないのですか無理ね
She shakes her head, putting down her melon bread before talking further.
まず前にやった破壊の魔法陣を周囲に描く方法は魔法陣が起動していない今は使えないわ魔法陣の力を逆流させるものですから起動していない今は当然できないということですねそうそれにさっき古賀が試したのだけれど人の力だけでは傷を入れることも不可能だったわ
I tried my best with a knife, but it didn't work at
お
all.
前のバカ力で無理ならどうしようもねえな。
小さなナイフだったからもっと別の道具なら少しくらいは傷つけられるかもしれないけど全部壊すのは無理ねそれにさっきの話でそもそも学園側があの魔法陣を本当にまた使うのかも怪しくなったから壊しても意味があるかどうかそうですね他のところに新しい魔法陣を用意している可能性もありますから
The frown on her face grows. She's mechanically munching on her fruit sandwich, her brain yearning for its sugar in order to work at full
ハー
power.
デルハイトさん一つ思いついたことがあるのですが
She soon raises her head, wearing an awkward expression on her face for some reason.
何もしかすると私はバカな提案をしているのかもしれませんが何でもいいわよこの際できそうなことは全部検討すべきでしょそうですね では、以前あの異空間は全て魔力で作られていると言っていましたよね。
そうよ。
あの異空間自体を全部使って、それで食の日の代替にしようとしているのでは？
食の日に変わるほどの魔力となると、あの異空間丸ごとには十分匹敵するでしょうからね。
So what about
で
it?
は、あの異空間そのものを壊すことはできないでしょうか？
Huh?
そうすれば結果的に異空間にある魔法陣も消えてなくなるはずでしょう。食の日の代替とやらもできなくなります。
そうね、その手があったわ。
She smacks her fist in the palm of her hand, approving of Muko's
魔
suggestion.
法陣がダメなら異空間ごと壊せばいいのよ。
Is that even possible, though? Seems like a much bigger task to me. She nods in response to my question and tells us about what she found in the library about the other world.
あの異空間は魔力そのものでできているのだけれど、普通はあんな風に固定した状態にはできないの。異空間のどこかに異空間全体を支えて魔力をとどめている仕掛けがあるはずよ。
魔力を固定する装置ですか？
Could it possibly be the clockwork up there? You know, possibly placed over a ley line.
ええ、そうね。あの大きさなら複数あるはずだわ。
その仕掛けを壊せばいいのか？
そうしたら異空間は支えを失って崩壊するはずよ。
How do we do that, though?
待ってて、私がそのための魔術薬を作るから。あなたたちはその間に仕掛けがどこにあるのか、いくつあるのか。
わかりました。仕掛けはどのような形かわかりますか？
ラズリットブロッドストーンは使われてるはずよ。あんな空間を支え続けるためにはずっと魔力が必要だし、おそらく小さな魔法陣、魔力をとどめて支える術式を描いた陣とラズリットブロッドストーンじゃないかしら。
了解です。探しましょう。
ああ、今ならまだ香水のおかげで誰かに鉢合わせしても見つかんねえんだろ。
That other world is huge, so it'll take quite a bit of time.
手伝いよ、それくらいなら。僕も。
いえ、ここを無人にするのも危険かと。ルイさんは残していくしかありませんから。
なら手分けして交代で行くか。夜通しになりかねんから休憩もいるだろう。
Just what I expect from a former disciplinary member, Shizuka-chan.
ちゃん言うな。俺あんま動いてねえから先行く。
では、誰かしら留守番しながら交代で行きましょう。アーデルハイトさん、その破壊するための薬をお願いします。
ええ、任せて。
She stealthily returns to her own room. After she comes back with the necessary ingredients, we split up and work hard to look for those devices. Those divisive devices. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna end it. That is how I'm going to end it. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope I'll have a look at the interview tomorrow, and bye bye.